the middle of October, autumn is at its fullest. So I think this is the perfect time to get out as a landscape photographer. It's the perfect time for me to record videos where I show you how I'm photographing and editing this beautiful season. So in the video from today, you're going to see me photographing in different locations. I'm going to discuss settings and composition, and then I'm going to edit those photos right here on this location using Lightroom Mobile. I think it's a great experience to kind of look at the landscape and edit it in the same time. Kind of gives you a different perspective and helps you, I think, pull out the maximum from that photo. So let's start this vlog. So I'm starting by selecting the lens that I want to use. And as usual, I'm starting with the 24 to 105 millimeter, and from time to time I'm switching to the 17 to 40 millimeter. And I don't know why, but since I had this L bracket on my camera, it's very easy to try and do portraits and then try the landscape mode. In this photo, I really liked how the waterfall is on the lower left part of the image, and then I have some light in the upper part, and the whole image works really great. It's compelling, and it tells, I think, an interesting story. And a good tip would be to explore the place. Don't settle with just one photo, even if it's the same composition roughly. Try different angles. For example, here I set really low and try to capture basically the same moment, the same waterfall, the same trees with the same light, but it's a little bit different. And trying and experimenting things can lead to interesting photos. And for example, over here I used my 17 to 40 millimeter lens to create a much more dynamic shot basically, and that's why I used this trunk, this fallen trunk of this tree to as a foreground. Later on I try to explore the place, and sometimes I do this without my camera. I just walk around. I try to find the spot and then to just go there and take the photo. So this is just up the stream, and as you can see, it's really beautiful. I mean, autumn is at its best, and it provides such wonderful compositions because of the colors. Now over here I'm trying to frame this red tree in the distance, try to find a composition that works, and I'm using the waterfall as a foreground element, and the tree is kind of the end point of this shot. I think the attention stays more with the waterfall and rocks. I also edited this way, I emphasize it, and then I turn my back and I do this shot. I think this is the best shot from that day, even though the light from the first photos look really great, but this one I really liked. The composition, the colors, everything looked perfect. And even though it's autumn and the colors are there, nature has really beautiful colors, I think this is a great rendition for a black and white. It's a great option to have a black and white version for this photo. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to select some photos, just edit them. I'm going to use Lightroom Mobile. Let's just take a look at the photos before we start editing them. So these are just straight from the camera. Now I really like how the light comes from the right side of the photo in this case, but I like the horizontal framing a lot more. This one is also nice. Yeah, I think this one is the best. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think this one is really interesting, but with the light, not like the with the version with the light. So yeah, this proves that you don't have to go too far to find interesting photos. So let's start to edit this one. Now the first thing that I notice is that the shadows are too dark, so I'm gonna go into the light and pull the shadows a little bit up. This way the differences between light and darkness are not that big. The contrast is not that high, which is a good thing. Okay, now let's go into the color and increase the vibrance of the shot, and then decrease the saturation of the green and also of the blue. And with the yellow and the red, of course, I increase the saturation. The thing that I don't like in this photo is that the water reflects the green and the yellow. So I'm going to use a brush to just let's go and use a brush. So I'm just painting over the water, and in the color I'm going to go with desaturating a little bit the entire surface of the water, and then shift it a little bit towards blue, just a tiny bit, and then into the light I'm going to also decrease the exposure. I don't want the attention of the viewer to be focused on that surface of the water. I want the attention to be focused on the small waterfall and the trees in the background. So let's use a radial filter again. And introduce some more light into the scene. Okay, now it's done. Now let's go again in the light and activate the curves tool. I want to drag down the highlights a little bit down and add some more contrast to the scene. And because the contrast is a little bit higher right now, I'm going to raise the dark areas just a tiny bit. Okay, let's use another brush right now. No, let's just use the simple radiant filter only for the area of the waterfall. So I've just added a little bit more light into that area. It's done. Now let's see how the photo was before and how it looks right now. And I think it looks really well. I think this is it. I don't have to do something else. Let's see if I can find another photo. Yeah, this is the last photo that I did. So let's try and see. I want to emphasize the background because that's the place where the trees are colored in the autumn colors are. So let's just use a radial filter. And simply increase the exposure in that area. And the contrast, and of course the saturation. Now the entire image is shifted towards yellow, so I'm going to go and take the temperature of the image and shift it more a little bit towards blue. Okay, but then I'm going to change this only for the background. So in the background area I'm going to make it more warmer. Blue in the lower part, yellow in the upper part. It's done. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is use the brush tool to emphasize more the rock area. So let's just paint these rocks and increase the exposure, not too much, you don't want to attract attention too much. It's done. Let's see. So this is the original image. Now this is the edited one. I think what it lacks is a little bit more of contrast. So let's use the curves. Okay, and now let's push the shadow just a tiny bit up. Let's look again. Yeah, I think it looks really well. So it's fun editing on the spot. You really have an understanding of what is happening, and the memory is vivid. So the editing is pretty cool in a location like this. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed the tips, the settings, the discussions, the editing on location. And until next time, keep on photographing is the only way to get better. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.